Because at that time, when I had this concept, I was going through a lot of rejection. I was going through a lot of rejection with my friends, with relationships, with my family. I was going through a really rough time, so I wanted to capitalize how I was feeling with this poem. So whenever I would write a draft for this original idea, I would always feel dirty or like a hypocrite. I would feel like a hypocrite because, I don't know, I couldn't explain why I did, I just did. So I scrapped it for a while, and fast forward a little bit, I come to IKNOW, and y'all are talking about, oh, we had such a great time at the youth rally. It was November, I think. And y'all are saying, like, oh, God touched me, I'm on fire, like, I have this drive to be with God now. And, I don't know if I was just being a bit salty that I didn't go to the rally, but, something in my mind clicked, and I was like, whatever. Y'all are just gonna go back to what you were before in a week or so. Like that, yeah. And, then, I caught myself right after I thought that, and I was like, oh, shoot, it's a very cynical and very negative way of thinking about things. But I'm not wrong, guys. I'm not. And that's when I realized, oh, shoot, the reason why I feel so crappy whenever I write this poem is because I never kept any of my promises to God. And it was that hit me like a truck, and I realized, and then I got really convicted by that, and I wrote this poem because of that, and I realized I lacked so much consistency just going back and forth between, okay, I love the world now I'm part of God, and that's what I want to get this across with this poem, and I learned that God knows rejection. God knows rejection, He has feelings, He knows what rejection feels like, and that's what I learned from this experience, and I'm proud of that. So this is Pinky Promise. It was sometime in May. The crisp spring air still had traces of winter's lipstick on her face. The fact that we were in the middle of nowhere didn't help our moody personas and my attitude from not regretting going to that retreat in the first place. We were in the middle of the woods, but that didn't stop Mother Nature from shaking us with her earthquakes, tornadoes, threw us to the altar. With the force of a Category 5 hurricane, our thirsty souls were replenished. And in me was a spirit that had not had water in so long that cried rivers. I yelled the bondage away. I screamed that a new creation had been birthed today. God, I promise I won't leave you like I did those other times. I pinky promised that to you, but both of my pinkies are still here. But they may as well be missing to me. I have numerous confessions to make. 1, I had done this many times before. That wasn't my first retreat, and it certainly won't be my last. And each time I went, I found my prayers more loud and complex than the next, and I didn't know why at the time, but I know now that I was trying to convince my heart that it belongs best in your cardiac care. I don't have anemia, but I knew that the cold deadness running through my arteries needed the blood that was slain by God with iron nails. 2, I usually only simplify your name to poetry and metaphors. I don't extend it beyond that line. And sometimes I think my only understanding of you comes from other people's perspectives of what they say. I'm just creating a much artsier version of what they tell me. I've never seen your face. I'm an NYPD sketch artist with a notepad filled with versions of testimonies that aren't mine. 3, I learned that not too long ago, the Japanese would slice off the pinkies of people who couldn't keep their oaths, hence the origin of the phrase, pinky promise. Both of my pinkies are still here, but I know that if it wasn't by your grace or by your mercy, I'd be writing this poem with a voice recorder. I'd be a Paralympian at all the things I'm best at, like not sticking through, like not keeping my promises, like just forgetting, like just not caring what my spirit literally screamed for God. Forgive my recoiled and distressed body, my irregular heartbeat for being convicted one day and comfortable the next, my limbs for bowing to things I know it should have bowed down to. 5, forgive me for leaving the warmth and radiance of your presence when my flesh feels a bit sweaty. Forgive that I forget who you are on cold days, hot days, okay days, Mondays through Saturdays, and remember how holy I am on Sundays. You deserve so much better than that. 6, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I really am sorry for all of the broken promises, but please, take my heart. And if you see any corruptionist foe within me, please set off a revolutionary war, and help me remember. I'll try to remember. I'll promise I'll at least try to remember your sacrifice so I can live life with all of my body parts intact, pinkies and all. I'll try to remember that the next time I slip up again. Thank you.